You keep stitching hearts that were never bleeding. And when they flinch at your kindness, you call it your fault. If this already feels familiar, stay here a little longer. Your softness deserves to be understood, not questioned. Subscribe and keep this space close. Your heart deserves quiet. You wake up every day carrying invisible tools, the ones you have gathered from every heartbreak, every disappointment, every apology you never received. You move through the world like a healer who is never taught how to rest. Your love language is repaired, and your peace is often the cost. When someone confides in you, your instinct is to fix, to soothe, to solve. You listen so deeply that you forget to hear yourself. You patch broken edges, straighten the pieces, and call it love, even when the pieces were never yours to hold. There is something inside you that cannot bear to see others hurting. So you try to make them whole, hoping that in their healing, you might find a reflection of your own. You call it care. But sometimes, it is fear. The fear of watching someone you love fall apart when you could have tried to save them. Your friends call you selfless. But you know the truth. You are exhausted. You are tired of carrying hearts that refuse to stay mended. Tired of giving tenderness to those who mistake it for control. There are moments you wish you could stop, to let people hold their own pain without reaching for it. But your hands move before your mind does. It is an instinct now, like breathing, to fix, to soften, to hold. You wonder if it is love or guilt. Because somewhere deep down, you believe that if people are happy, they will not leave. That if you can fix what hurts in them, they might never see what hurts in you. You know the ache of silence too well. The kind that lingers after an argument you never had, after a goodbye that sounded like gratitude. You replay conversations in your mind, searching for where you went wrong, for the part you could have done better. When they pull away, you do not get angry, you get smaller. You apologize for things you did not break. You over-explain your intentions, as if healing someone who never asked was a sin. You tell yourself you just want to help. But sometimes, helping becomes hiding, a way to escape your own unhealed corners by mending someone else's. Because fixing is easier than feeling. Because loving broken things makes you feel useful, even when it makes you disappear. It started long before you noticed. Maybe when you were small and love came with conditions: be good, be quiet, be helpful. You learned that affection could be earned through effort, that peace could be kept through pleasing. You become the one who smooths the sharp edges before anyone gets hurt, even when it cuts you first. There is a strange comfort in fixing. It gives you purpose, direction, a sense that you can control the chaos around you. But in trying to repair everyone else, you forget that your own heart was built to feel, not function. You attract the ones who ache but do not ask for help. They sense your softness and rest in it. They let you shoulder the weight they refuse to carry. And when they walk away healed or indifferent, you are left holding their silence like a memory. You tell yourself they need you. But maybe they only needed to be seen. And maybe you stayed because you needed that too. You fix people who never asked to be fixed because it is how you show love. Because once, no one fixed you. They let you fall apart and told you to be strong. And so, you decided that strength meant saving others from feeling what you felt. But love does not always look like mending. Sometimes, it looks like watching someone unravel and trusting that they will find their own thread. Sometimes, it means walking away before you disappear trying to hold them together. You are not responsible for everyone's healing. You are allowed to let people sit in their pain without making it your own. Their brokenness is not your purpose, your peace is. You can still care deeply without carrying everything. You can still love gently without losing yourself. You can still hold space for others while keeping your heart sacred. It is not cruel to step back. It is clear. The ones meant to stay will not leave because you stopped fixing them. They will stay because you let them be, and because you finally let yourself be too. There is a different kind of peace that comes when you stop saving people. It feels like quiet mornings, the kind where the world does not ask for anything from you. It feels like breathing without waiting for someone to notice. It feels like resting without guilt. You begin to see that love can exist without effort, that it can be mutual, gentle, unforced. You begin to understand that your worth does not depend on how useful you are to others. You are not their glue, nor their guide. You are a whole story, one that deserves to be read, not rewritten. There will be moments when you feel the urge again, to fix, to help, to hold. Let it pass. Breathe through it. Remind yourself, they did not ask to be fixed, and you no longer need to prove your love through sacrifice. Your softness is still sacred, even when it is not being used to mend. Your empathy still matters, even when you save it for yourself. You are allowed to be gentle and guarded, open yet whole. The healing begins quietly. It does not announce itself through sudden strength, but through subtle restraint. Through the way you pause before offering to help, through the way you choose silence instead of solving, through the way you finally ask yourself, what do I need right now? You start to pour that same care inward. You hold your own heart the way you once held others. You learn to sit with discomfort without running to fix it. You begin to understand that peace is not earned, it is allowed. Some days will still ache. You will still miss the version of yourself who found comfort in being needed. But you will also meet the version of yourself who no longer equates being needed with being loved. And that version, she is softer, lighter, and so incredibly free.
You are not cold for stepping back.
You are not selfish for saving your energy. You are learning the difference between connection and caretaking, between love and obligation. You are no longer the emergency contact for someone else's healing. You are the home you return to when the world feels too heavy. And in that home, you will find a new kind of love, one that does not require fixing, only feeling. One that holds you as you are, not as you should be. Let the ones who need fixing find their own light. Let your own heart rest in its quiet wholeness. You can rest now. The world will not fall apart if you stop holding it together. Your peace does not need an apology. Your care does not need to prove itself through sacrifice. You are allowed to exist in softness, even when no one is watching. The truth is simple and tender. You never needed to fix anyone to be worthy of love. You only need to remember that love does not ask for repair, it asks for presence. You can rest now. The ones who truly see you never needed fixing, only your light.